Dear listener, ClockTower is intended for mature audiences and might be inappropriate or possibly triggering to some. Many of the themes and events in ClockTower are inspired by weird fiction as well as similar concepts, which means the show can get dark. If that isn't something you enjoy, please listen at your own discretion. We here at the ClockTower care about you, so please put your mental health first. Our show will be here when you're ready.
Welcome to Season 2 of ClockTower, a D&D 5e experience. To all our old and new listeners, we're excited to have you here with us. ClockTower is a D&D campaign turned audio drama, played with a custom class and a few house rules that we as a group collectively enjoy. If you find yourself getting a little lost, there's always older episodes to guide you back to the path. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and welcome to the ClockTower. Trinket and Barrett, you watch as Sam, Jaeger, Donnie, and an army of Skeleton Boss and his minions walk up, marching through the streets, illuminated by a giant purple light in the sky, as you guys see approaching that the gates are open, that Trinket and Barrett are waiting for you, as Skeleton King goes,
"Wow, they really just, they kind of did everything by themselves, huh? No fight left. It's just kind of over? Is that it? I trained a lot of skeletons how to use guns. That's like really difficult."
Wait, whoa, hold on. Notes, there was a patrol. What'd you guys do with the patrol? You didn't kill him, did you?
No. Everybody's fine. That we told them to go back to their homes and their families, which they did. They also say hi, Donnie.
Okay, listen, I want to believe you, but the way you're saying this at me...
Is this how I talk?
You're kind of menacing in general. Yeah.
Your friends were also just as equally confused.
Yeah.
By the way, when we put you in power, I don't to be setting up some schools.
I don't see any blood anywhere. I'm just gonna trust you on this, okay?
You better.
You do sound like really cool though. You got this like gravelly voice. It's like, I'm ClockTower
You're gonna hurt
Agent."
yourself, Skeleton Boss. It's fine.
Thank you, Skeleton Boss.
So what happened with Martino?
Martino is down underneath the kitchen behind the secret door.
What?
He is commencing in a ritual. He is summoning something beyond this world that is hard to explain, Donnie. But
Oh no, he's summoning his own skeleton. I've never fought another skeleton before. What do we do with that?
He doesn't have a skeleton boss.
It's more
he
like a
doesn't
big
have
tree.
Yes, it's a big tree.
That doesn't sound very scary.
It's very bad.
Wait.
This thing could kill you promptly.
A tree.
A tree.
Imagine a tree.
I'm pretty sure I could fight a tree.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
also pretty sure I can
Okay,
fight.
no. It's a tree, but every time, you know how, trees have leaves? Make every leaf a gun.
Yeah.
And those guns can shoot you.
It's a gun tree?
Yes.
Essentially.
How come? Wait a minute.
So you need a
How
skeleton
come
army.
I'm a skeleton, and you managed to summon me as a skeleton, and this man can summon a gun tree?
Well, listen, maybe he knows he has more bullets.
Why
okay?
am I not a gun tree?
You know, I think you're perfect just the way you are. Let's go fight this gun tree.
Also, you're kind of a king, so yeah.
I've also seen your skeletons
and a
do
boss.
some mighty fine work, Skeleton Boss. If they do what you tell them to do, which I hope is the right thing, they'll do fine, and so will you.
You hear that, boys? And everyone included?
All of the skeletons in unison raise up their Tommy guns into the air as Skeleton King's like,
Okay, yeah, maybe we are kind of cooler than a gun tree. They all follow orders. It's pretty, I don't know.
And Donnie, look out for the roots. Don't get grabbed.
Look out for the roots of the tree. Don't get grabbed.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, he's going to be aiming for you a lot. Until he aims for me.
I know this
The
might be...
gun tree is aiming for Donnie?
Yeah.
Donnie, don't go!
What?
The gun tree is also growing out of Martino. If we kill Martino, the tree is done.
There's no way I'm shitting this out.
Donnie,
didn't think
you
so.
go fight a gun tree, you could die. You're not a skeleton. Well, you are kind of, you've got a skeleton, but you're not a skeleton. I will be fine fighting a gun tree. I will go in your honor and fight the gun tree for you, and I will sing your praises when the battle's over. But if you go...
No, I don't...
Donnie, you're gonna get lit up by a gun tree!
Then let it happen.
Also,
I need to be there.
I didn't think we'd be able to talk you out of this one, Donnie, so I'm telling you straight.
Okay.
The tree is also going to play tricks on your mind.
Okay, the gun tree's gonna try and get into my brain. Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't fall for it best you can.
You're going to see some of the worst shit you've ever seen. Shit that's worried you for your entire life.
He will try to use your darkest moments against you.
And he's also going to be yelling a lot of really, really foul shit at you.
I feel like we're kind of overcomplicating this a little bit.
Yeah.
That's as far as it goes. That's all you need to know. The rest is all in action.
And I will say, if something happens to you, who's gonna lead the gang? Who's gonna be there to pick up the pieces? If you go down fighting this guy, which we could all easily take out without you, who's gonna be left?
Skeleton King looks like he's having like a dawning realization as like he goes,
You guys are all acting differently than this morning. You did the clock thing, where you went back and you did things, and then you changed things, and then like when you took magic away from me, didn't you? Tell me. You be honest with me right now.
Skeleton Boss, I already said that.
You don't? Oh, okay, well, then tell me this. When you guys did this before, did Donnie die?
And Jaeger just nods.
Donnie, you can't do this!
Donnie wants to look at notes and be like, whatever happens is gonna happen. The cards will play how they're supposed to be dealt.
Skeleton King looks at you and then looks at notes and goes,
You guys aren't lying. He dies down there, right? But he's gonna get really fucked up by the gun tree?
Put in his own words, he gets dealt a bad hand.
They definitely did this. That's definitely something you would say. He goes, you know what? No, fuck this. Donnie, I'm sorry. You'll thank me later. Tony, grab him.
What?
Yes.
Tony has a +3.
So do I.
Oh. 19 plus 3.
14, 15, 17. Try.
The giant skeleton
Get off!
grabs you around the like chest and like pins your arms to your side and lifts you up off the ground as you're like kicking and struggling. As Skeleton King goes,
I'm sorry, Donnie, but I made you a promise. Tony, keep him safe out here. Everybody, let's go. Do it now before he gets out.
All right, follow me. Barrett makes his way to the kitchen and pulls the lever.
you guys all like hustling make your way down the stairs, and all four of you immediately see the like platform that is out that gets fucked up by the stars.
Don't stay on the platform. Move past it.
Skeleton King goes,
What do you mean?
It's gonna fall.
Where do we go?
Stairs or stay in the entryway with your guns.
All right, all the skeletons down the stairs right now.
as like you guys lead the pack and Skeleton King is running behind as he looks behind him and goes,
You know what? Give me that.
and he like pulls a Tommy gun away from one of the other ones and racks the Tommy gun as he goes,
This one's for Donnie.
I like this side. I think this is a good run, guys. We got this in the bag.
and you guys see again the candles lit and the man like slumped over as Skeleton King goes,
Oh, fuck no.
I would like to, since I knew this was gonna happen, I'd like to cast slow immediately on him.
okay.
Please make a DC 13 Wisdom save.
8 plus
Minus-
wisdom of 0.
Minus 6.
Oh, well, he definitely failed then.
Same? No!
You did it down to a 2.
As that happens and Jaeger's running down the stairs, he's gonna go, Skeleton Fusillade! Because just firing shots at himself as well.
You heard him fire.
As Skeleton King's also gonna just like... Also, all of the other skeletons are like on point with their shots. Skeleton King like fires and just like it rides up with the recoil and just sprays the ceiling. Donnie, every round you can try and break out of the grapple that Tony is holding you in, which is why Skeleton King is like,
We gotta go do this fast.
this is a surprise round because the dude currently is in his like boss cutscene of like, and he starts like,
But he's extra slow.
twisting, except he's doing it really slowly as he's like trying to come back. And you guys realize that like, oh, this dude's already the tree. He just hasn't woken up yet. And as soon as anything wakes him up, he's gonna like grow the tree all over again. But you guys have just like slowed him off rip. And he's like, the tree hasn't even sprouted out yet as the entire army of skeletons lays into him. I am again not going to roll all of the damage for the skeletons, but I am just going to do the average damage that we calculated for the skeleton barrage earlier, plus another, we'll say 10 damage, so 130 for a few more skeletons down the stairs. So in total, 130 damage dealt to the host of the Nightmare Tree in a matter of seconds on surprise round. You all now get to go.
I would like to say that the slow is the
The slow was your surprise round. Jaeger still gets to fire.
Oh, shit. That's going to be a 15 to hit.
Remember, he has a -2 AC.
Yeah, that hits.
And then a sharpshooter, 18 to hit.
Okay, I will accept that. Say sharpshooter a little bit earlier.
Yeah, sorry, I went
before the roll.
sharpshooter.
Those both hit.
27 altogether.
Okay. Barrett or Trinket, whichever one of you guys would like to take your surprise round first.
Trinket, you go first.
I have to get up there. So
Yeah.
I suppose my surprise round's going to be spent getting closer, so on my actual turn, I can go attack him.
I think that given where you guys were running, you guys were leading the pack anyway, so as the skeletons all mounted up to start firing and Sam casted slow, you guys are already in attacking range if you want to make an attack against him.
And then my mark for death only works if I hit it, right?
Right. Or it hits you.
Okay, so I'm going to try to attack it then.
Okay.
4.
11 plus 2, 13.
That hits.
Okay. 12 damage.
Okay.
And yeah, marking this guy for death.
Barrett?
I'm going to attack him for sure. Coming up right behind Trinket and coming in with a flurry of hits, trying to incorporate on like their left side. Just chop, 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 chop. 11, 18, and 4 for the last hit.
Roll damage 3 times. Right?
Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Yeah. 7, 8, 6. Rolled.
30.
30 damage in one hit. People thought I was dangerous.
I believe that is everyone's turn now.
Does Donnie want to try to get out?
Yeah, Donnie, you want to roll at the end? Well, this is technically the end of the surprise round.
Oh, okay.
Not the first round, but I'll let you roll for it anyway. The thing to beat right now is 11. 18 plus 3? Okay. You break out of Tony, you manage to wiggle one of your arms out, smash your elbow up into his skull, he like staggers backwards for a second, and are you sprinting inside?
First, I look at him and I'm like, Tony, I love you. Do that again, you're fired. And then I run in.
Okay. You run in, you make your way down the steps, and as you do, you already hear the gunfire like ringing out crazy, and then you hear the like click, 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 click echoing up from the staircase as you make your way down. And when you get to the balcony or the platform at the bottom of the stairs, looking down into the cave boss fight area, you see Trinket and Barrett both kind of slash into the dude like left and right. And just as you get there, this massive tree explodes out of him, kind of like in slow motion, but it's like when things are happening slow motion and you're seeing them in a time that it looks like it is growing even faster. But you see the tree exploding out of him, this weird sort of like cosmic tree, and for a second its stars start to glow, and then one by one they dim and go out as all of these sort of like cloudy cosmic leaves start raining down to the ground, and the tree itself starts withering and dying. But one of the stars starts glowing brighter and then fires off next to Donnie, like hits the wall next to him, and you just like see it cut through stone basically in the wall, just like, and there's like a smoking hole where it landed from, and it was like maybe a foot away from where you were standing currently.
Sheesh, guess the cards are in my favor tonight.
As you guys see the tree wither, as you have in one surprise round killed the host of the Nightmare Tree. As you guys see Martin Martino, which is funny because his last name is not the last name of the family, fall down and like drop, his eyes just like glassy and open. And
Martino! I want to start, Donnie starts running his way down the stairs, like just being like, guys, get out of the way.
All the skeletons like back up reverently for Donnie to make his way down. And even Skeleton King just kind of steps off to the side as Donnie runs down there. And you guys, especially Trinket and Barrett, see that like the dude's eyes are not human anymore. There's some weird like otherworldly aspect to them that they've seen things that no human can see and still have any semblance of humanity. And the way that like roots have already grown under his skin. Even Donnie, when you reach the very bottom of the floor and you get over to where Barrett and Trinket are standing, even with the gunshots riddling this dude, you see that where they've like pierced his body, there's like this weird white starlight like leaking out of him, and he's almost unrecognizable as the person you knew.
As he looks at Martino there on the ground, life essence just oozing, he brushes past the ClockTower agents ahead with a slight, excuse me, as he looks to Martino and reaches for his shotgun with its remaining shell. And he looks down at the face of Martino and says, Martino, if you can hear me somewhere in there, I want you to know that you are a good man and you will die a good man. He drops the shotgun, pulls out his switchblade, and pierces where the heart would be.
Okay. You see the switchblade just like find purchase in there as that same like white starlight leaks up the blade of the switchblade, and you see the switchblade itself starts to like flake off into starlight as if that white substance is maybe eroding it or corroding it somehow. As the rest of you look around this chamber now, that there's not a giant tree and a big threat immediately in front of you, you see that there is an old crate that has this like hand-carved box in it.
Jaeger's gonna walk up to the box.
Okay.
And reach in. How big is the box? Like say like cigar box kind of thing, or?
Yeah, it's like a cigar box is a pretty good way of thinking about it, but it is extremely ornate, and there's strange symbols that, Sam, you recognize to be magic, but not a magic that you're familiar with.
Can I take the time to, like, remember them?
If you would like to roll an Arcana check, I'll see if you can take note of them.
Okay. Natural 20.
You reach in your pocket and you whip out a notebook that you didn't even know you had, and you write down all of them with like notes about the box itself really fast. Trinket and Barrett, you guys doing anything as you see this current?
Donnie,
still kind of like looking down at Martino without looking at you, Barrett, just says, yeah.
I know we kind of dropped here on your lap, but I think you're the right guy for this world. I really hope you do something with it and don't end up like Martino here, or else we'll be for you next.
Donnie kind of like looks to you and smiles, and he says very, very calmly, almost jokingly, you, I will say, are all very efficient at your job, but take no offense when I say I hope to never see any of you ever again. You are very strange, and that's coming from a guy whose best friends are skeletons.
Yeah. Speaking of.
Yeah, Barrett, you look at your watch and you realize that it didn't even get to the point where 2 happened, and it has ticked down to 1 and stopped.
So what's next for you guys?
Well, we're here for that box of bullets over there.
Please take them.
Yeah.
But
Jaeger's gonna reach down and pick up the box just to see.
Are you going to open the box at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Within the box, there's probably a small pile of bullets. But there are 3 empty casings that look like they've just been thrown on top, as if somebody had wrenched out the bullet itself and just thrown the casing back into the box. And part of you, especially Sam looking over Jaeger's shoulder or like looking at the box around Jaeger at it, can kind of put together that if like Donnie with 1 bullet was able to summon Skeleton King to this world, this dude used 3 bullets to make whatever that nightmare tree was.
Yeah, no, this is coming with us.
I think that's for the best.
there's also something here that doesn't belong, Donnie.
You guys see a lot of the skeletons are slowly creeping up the staircase as Note-Taker Skeleton and Skeleton King are both like walking up the stairs.
Skeleton boss.
Oh, hey guys, we were just gonna go check up the mansion and like maybe take everything that wasn't nailed down real fast. What's up? What's going on, guys?
You know what we have to do. I don't want to. You know I don't want to. But
It's cool. How bad could it really be if we just stick around and help be a gang with Donnie?
Donnie places a hand on Skeleton King's shoulder and says, brother, this isn't fair for either of us, but know that I will surely always remember you.
Donnie, are you sure? We have an army of skeletons. We might be able to take the clock people if they're gonna try and kill me again.
Skeleton boss, you know that ain't gonna work.
It never does.
Skeleton King, if he could frown, would frown.
Donnie kind of snaps his finger while still looking at Skeleton Boss, and kind of asks, like, he motions towards notes, as if a bring it to me sort of motion. And Donnie looks to Skeleton King and says, "You've played a very integral part in making this world a better place, Skeleton Boss. But I've got to let you in on a little secret. I don't remember who said it, but somebody said that a boss is higher than a king, and that may be true in these lands, but one thing that you have taught me in our time together is that maybe you don't need to physically have a heart to have some feelings deep within you. But regardless, in case anyone ever tells you that you don't have one, keep this close to your chest." And taking the card from Note Taker Skeleton, hands him the King of Hearts.
Skeleton King looks at it and goes,
Fuck, man. Do you guys really gotta kill me again? Is there not like another way? Dying sucks. Well, you guys have gotta know dying sucks.
I know. I very much know. However...
to be fair, I could do it this time, because most of the time I just delete things from existence.
I don't want to be deleted from existence.
I'll do it.
Clearly, it doesn't
I
work
can
when they
do it.
delete you from existence, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I remember dying all those times, and it was not good.
I'll do it.
Skeleton King. Do you trust me?
I don't know. Are you gonna kill me? Because that feels like no. Then the answer would be no. I don't want to die.
Brother,
again.
I'm not killing you.
No Taker Skeleton holds up his hand.
You're a skeleton. You will rise again, and you'll be stronger
Donnie,
next time.
you don't remember dying, but I do, and it's not fun.
No Taker Skeleton still has his hand up.
Yes, no Taker Skeleton.
Donnie reaches at his side and hands him the shotgun with one shell left in it.
He's handing No Taker Skeleton
Yes.
the shotgun? No Taker Skeleton goes,
Thank you. Anyway,
I'll see you in the afterlife,
Donnie
bud.
used a bullet to bring us here from somewhere else. Could Donnie not use another bullet to send us someplace else?
That's true, but we'll be there too. I mean, I guess that's less fun.
Jaeger's face when he like turns to look at Barry.
Shrugs.
What the
I mean, if we're not allowed to be here, could we not go somewhere else?
We're just gonna keep chasing you down, but hey, you might actually help us out on the next one, right?
Skeleton King says,
If you guys do not kill me right now, I will do everything in my power to help you on any missions I see you in ever. I mean, I already would for these two because they're like my best friends, but I will also help you, cool, gravelly voice man.
Sounds like a deal.
Say also, to be fair, I'd love to get my hands on some of those bullets.
Wait, hold on. I thought you said these things were bad.
Can be.
Okay, well...
Like guns.
Wait,
In the
hold
wrong
on.
hands.
But Skeleton King has done nothing but help me. Why can't he just stay here?
Yeah, that's a good question. I would love to hear the answer to that question.
We would love to as well, but we don't have those kind of answers.
Okay, so you were all just
We're lieutenants.
agents
What's
of
that?
force rather than understand. Okay.
Indeed.
I get it. You guys got a boss. I get it. Okay.
Well, and it's more than that, really. Like, we literally physically cannot do something else until we solve this problem. Like, we are trapped here in an endless cycle until we solve this.
I thought my business was complicated, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but I do want to give something to you, Donnie.
Okay.
Sam's gonna flip to a page in their parent notebook, tear it out, and then tear that piece in half. One half, write the symbol for the Shadow Man,
okay.
and hand it to Donnie. Say, if you need help, I'm gonna get the shit kicked out of me most likely in the future for this, but if you need help, they will help you, kind of like Skeleton King. And I hand the other half to Skeleton King and write down the room for Fairy Fire and say, this is magic.
Skeleton King, the like glowing lights that are his give you a direction of where he's looking, go real wide as he goes,
Are you giving me magic right now?
I am giving you magic. This magic, because you're gonna help us, right?
Yeah, I absolutely. We're on the page of not killing me right now, right?
Currently.
Then yeah, abso-fucking-lutely I will.
This is like Fireball, except it won't do anything damaging to people.
that's probably fine.
Well, what does it do?
Makes people purple.
I can make people purple?
Yeah.
Blue.
That sounds weird, but like, I don't know how that would be useful, but it does sound cool.
Oh, so
can I
you
make
guys?
myself purple?
You could make yourself
Yes.
gold.
Here, 1 second. How do I use it?
And he like takes it and wiggles it at Note Taker Skeleton like he's like trying to throw
Sam's
it.
gonna turn around. All right, while he's distracted, can you figure this the hell out?
I mean, I did it by accident last time.
Do it by accident again. I don't know.
Are you guys sure? What happened? What? I thought you were supposed to get rid of this. I thought I wasn't trusted with this sort of stuff.
Look, do you just want me to do it? I'm
Are
sure
you
they'll
guys
fit.
safe with that? Do you know what? This is out of my hands.
I mean,
Jaeger's gonna pop up the cigar box, pull out one bullet, flip it back, close it again, put it. He has a belt. He's gonna just slip it into his belt, so he has the entire box on his belt now. Look at the bullet, load it into his gun.
Okay.
You want to? Okay, so
where are you going with
I
this?
know you don't do magic. Please have some kind of intention before you just shoot a hole in the fabric of reality. Like think of heaven, or I don't know, some kind of place that Skeleton King might want to go, like Crowwall, actually.
I was thinking that as well. However, he would get kicked out of Crowwall. A place that he can go where he wouldn't be kicked out.
Oh, you know that? Remember that medieval town?
Yeah, the first place we ever went.
Yeah. That was pretty peaceful.
It seems like that's kind of the place that he would have to go because that seems like they had magic as a normal thing.
Yes, people wouldn't be mad at him for being a skeleton.
Yeah.
I thought we didn't want to shoot him.
No.
This isn't shooting him. This is
It looked like
sending him
shooting.
Actually,
Donnie's going to approach Skeleton King and make sure that Skeleton King is looking away from them.
Skeleton King sees Donnie approach him and then like waves the piece of paper at Donnie and goes,
Become purple!
Do I?
no.
Okay, keep trying.
Can I roll for insight of how how this particular bullet, Skeleton King's bullet, may work?
You can roll Arcana.
Okay, great. Sure. I don't have that rim well, but
Does Trinket have Arcana?
10?
Barrett, you are sure that those bullets are magic.
Okay, great. Someone else, please.
I think I have an idea of how they work, but can I just
Roll Arcana? Yeah, absolutely.
17 plus 6.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What
This
the
whole time, Trinket's like, no, I know. Listen, I was the magic researcher on my
I
team.
understand magic. I just can't do magic.
So, Trinket, you know, looking at these bullets, like you take one from Jaeger and you like inspect it really well. You even like adjust your glasses slightly as the reflection of the bullet gleams in your glasses, and then you realize you like kind of all of it kind of clicks into place, like you just understand it, like it's natural to you. These bullets are immense raw magical power. In a world that has magic, one of these things would be like the ability to refund anybody a spell slot of any level. 9th level spell slot in your pocket. The problem is they're not spells. They're raw magical power. And so not given the correct intention or given the wrong intention, just expelling this raw magical power effectively is like magic uncontrolled, undirected, just rips a hole in the fabric of space and can let anything out or through. If Jaeger, without intention, fired that fucking bullet into the ground,
hole.
it would just rip a hole in space, and if you sent Skeleton King through fast enough, there is no way in fuck that Skeleton King is going anywhere where Jaeger had, like, wanted him to go,
Right.
but he would, like, the portal would only be good once. Like, nothing would, if you just lined Skeleton King up and then fired the bullet and sent him through immediately, it would close right behind him because it would be sending him somewhere
Are the bullets
else.
like one use?
Yes.
Or do you have to put the bullet in a gun to use the magic?
So you think that that's how people designed it, is that they somehow managed to distill and refine raw magic power into these bullets.
Right.
And then the gun was what directed that. The gun was the spell. You would put it in a gun, and the gun's barrel would have runes in the inside or whatever, however it worked. You don't know what method they did to fire these bullets, but you know for sure that the direction came from the gun, just as a gun would fire a bullet. But without the gun, they're raw magical power. And considering you don't, like, you couldn't give it to Sam right now
Right.
and let Sam refund a spell slot because it's not magic that Sam uses. It's like a different brand of magic. It's a different kind of magic. But if there was someone, like if there was a spellcaster from this world, or if these were from a Forgotten Realms world and you gave it to a wizard, they could just like take it and absorb the magic.
Okay. I think I know what I want to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of the bullets.
I'll pull the one out of my gun and pass that to you.
Take it, kind of wave everyone down, and I'm going to hold it out to Donnie.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it, place it in his hand, and I'm going to say, listen, I think you're the person who needs to send Skeleton King away. I need you to use your intention to send him somewhere that you think he will thrive. That can be your final gift to the Skeleton King.
As Skeleton King continues to try and make me purple, I want to look at him. With the cartridge in my hand, I want to grab his bony hand that's trying to cast his spell upon me and place it over top of the bullet as well. So, us hand in hand, I want to look at him in his hollow, glowing eyes, be like, "So here, I had a family that you became a part of, and you taught me that a king should be good to his people, and I want to tell you that your people are your family. So wherever you go, remember what you learned here, and notes over there, note taker skeleton, will be sure to remind you, should you ever forget, to be good to the people that you rule over, because they're your family."
Skeleton King goes,
I'm sorry, I only listened to like half of that because I'm trying to figure this magic thing out, but I'm sure that Notes listened real well and will tell me later.
as Notes like gives you a solemn nod as he goes,
Thank you, Donnie. As like,
Notes puts a hand on your shoulder as Skeleton King goes,
yeah, man, I love you. You're really great.
and then the bullet feels like real hot in your hands. Like it's burning you a little bit, actually.
All right, best of luck, guys. And he lets go.
All right, you let go. Skeleton King obviously wasn't like actually holding on to anything, and the bullet like falls at your feet. Donnie, please make a quick reflex save.
Oh my.
Is this an area of effect spell?
Yeah, I guess you could consider it that to be that. Yeah,
Okay.
Evasion. Here we go.
it's not gonna damage him.
15 plus 3.
Donnie, you drop the bullet, and the bullet like tumbles to the ground, and as soon as it hits the ground, it like just kind of pops, and then there's this like arcane rift in the floor that opens up, and like Notes falls in immediately. Notes is just like ah, and just like drops and tumbles in as it like goes, and then you barely step away and don't fall in, but you almost did, and then Skeleton King is like,
No, take your skeleton. You're my family or something. I gotta save you.
and he like head first dives into the portal. And then you guys see, as soon as Skeleton King goes through the portal snaps closed, and all the other skeletons on the stairs go and just fall into a bunch of pieces and tumble down the stairs.
Royal flush.
As all of you hear the distant chimes of the clock tower, as suddenly, like a wave crashing over you, you wake up in the clock tower, having completed your mission.
I think that went well.
Yeah.
You're much better this time.
Yeah.
Damn it, Skeleton King.
Hi, did you get those bullets with you?
Oh, yeah.
They're no longer in your hand.
Oh,
Oh, they're on the shelf.
They are not on the bookshelves.
Oh.
They are, however, next to the lantern on the table.
Oh.
ooh. Plans, ideas, thoughts.
We'll have plenty of time to think about those thoughts, because those seem pretty dangerous, just as much as that lantern.
I was gonna say, having all next to the objects to rip holes in reality doesn't seem like a great idea. In fact, Samson just like push them, like and just slide them apart further.
Yeah. One side of the table, the other side of the table. Safe.
Those are the kind of thoughts I like. All right. Where were we? As I put the book in your hands.
Where did that come from? How was that in your head already? What?
Oh, Trinket, since you seem good at magic, could you help me with these notes?
Wait,
And,
Sam, don't leave
I'm
me.
gonna, like walk over to you excitedly and like start pushing you towards the library
Wait.
shelves.
Sam, no, wait, don't leave me with this.
I put a bookmark right in here for you.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Barrett makes Jaeger sit down on the couch with him, open book, as Barrett like shakes his head and is frustrated. Sam, you find a really interesting common ground between you and Trinket, as like Sam is actually talking to you about Trinket, about something you like apparently genuinely interested in. And it's also interesting for you because though Sam can actually do magic, you know more about it than they do.
Yeah, no, magic is just like something you just think about, right? It just pops out of you.
No.
Well, you
I
mean-
can't do magic.
Oh, well, okay, so the first time ever, I realized you could rat something down and something happens. Like, look. Sam's like, draws the little fairy fire symbol. That makes people purple.
You draw the fairy fire symbol, you like carve it into the wood of the floor, and then it shines for a second, like the magic is like
Oh,
in
shit.
there, and then all of a sudden the wood like heals up and erases the rune on the floor.
Perfect.
As you guys realize that for the first time, you guys have all completed a mission. Hey, Ellie again. Let me start by saying thank you to everyone who's supported Season 2 so far. I always love to hear from people about how they're enjoying the show, and I've heard from a lot of you about you really liking Season 2 so far. And that's great to hear. That's a wrap on Loaded Deck, and as far as other matters go, we didn't miss our watch party for episode 17, but we won't be having one for episode 18, because after this episode, this one you've just listened to, we're going to officially be on hiatus, which means no more Clock Tower until Friday, October 27th. Yep, we're returning at the height of the spooky season. We'll be returning with a new story arc, of course, as always. And we'll be trying to get you a side story throughout our hiatus, but I can't promise how well that's going to go. They might just be a little delayed and the timing will get off, but we're really trying to catch up. It's most likely going to be Grin and Barrett, because those are the people I can get a hold of the easiest. And man, I did not plan all these side stories for having casts that are so spread apart so much. It's also the worst time to record. That being said, if you're attending an event called Wasteland Weekend at the end of this month, in September of 2023, depending on when you're listening to this, almost the entire Clock Tower cast will be in attendance. So you can come talk to any of us about how you like the show. We'd love to hear your thoughts and feels on it. For real, it's great hearing back from people and not just talking into a mic. It's so gratifying, and it's so nice to meet everybody who loves the show. And if you're part of our Patreon, you can talk to me, Ellie, and I'll give you a special reward that is themed for the event. It's like a sticker. It'll be small, but thank you. I think I'm on to the usual credit part, so if you would like to work with us or collaborate in any way, contact us through the Contact Us section of our website, ClockTowerAgent.com. Barrett was played by Bink. Sam was played by Cal. Trinket was played by Kball. Jaeger was played by Trent. Donnie was played by Valik, and I, Ellinthris, was your DM. The voice of our disclaimer was Valik Donahew. You can check out all of his work at patreon.com/themadlandreamer. All the music from Season 1 of Clock Tower was made by Who's Music. If you would like your own D&D music commissioned, you can contact them and find all of their work through link. You can't, actually. I talked to them last night, and the link tree doesn't work anymore, and they haven't given me another link. So please find them on social media. You can usually find them from Who's Music. And you can contact them there about D&D commissions. I will fix the link as soon as possible. Thank you, Who's. Thank you to our editing team and Cal for making the episodes what they are. Thank you to our sponsor, Alpha Lupine Images, for donating the equipment to help us make more content with better quality. And thank you again for listening. Clock Tower, episode 19, will be out for all of our early episode patrons on October 27th, and will come out after that, publicly, December 3rd. Till then, time's ticking. See you in the Clock Tower.